Hello, my people. Good to be back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in and always watching my videos. I'm always excited to see that you like and comment on my videos. I am super grateful. And right here, guess what? They said that Iyamu will ruin Edo State. Is that true? Well, only the people in Edo State can really answer that question. But all the same, we've been hearing some things and some bad things about Iyamu, so we cannot really draw the conclusions whether he's true or he's good enough for the people or not. But right here, Philip Shaibu says Iyamu will ruin Edo State. Okay, guys, before we get into that details properly, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and also ensure that you turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget, this is Saffron Media, and we are here to give you trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria and more. Okay, guys, without wasting much of your time and without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report. As it says, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, has said the state will slide into ruins if the All Progressive Congress gubernatorial candidate, Osage Iyamu, is voted into power. A statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant on Media to the Deputy Governor, Benjamin Atu, quoted Shaibu to have said that in the last 4 years, Edo had witnessed a lot of institutional growth where the government was supreme and not an individual. Shaibu maintained that it would be devastating if such achievements were allowed to be destroyed by Iyamu and his godparents. The deputy governor was quoted as saying, "We need strong institutions that can make the leap between individuals' participation in governance possible through collective action and tangible improvement in people's lives. We are determined to achieve a reversal of Edo's long slide towards degradation. If Iyamu and his godparents are allowed into power, the state will slide into deeper ruins." Shaibu explained that the state had been returned to the path of greatness, adding, "Our mission for seeking a second term is to perfect all we have started and lay a developmental benchmark that cannot be reversed or destroyed. We are seeking a second term to establish a common vision for the future of our state." Meanwhile, the Ijaw people in Edo State have applauded Governor Godwin Obaseki for engendering economic development and improving the lives of the residents. They reaffirmed their support for the governor's re-election bid to ensure continuity and consolidation of good governance in the state. However, the Ijaw communities under the aegis of the ethnic nationality declared support for Obaseki's second-term bid during a courtesy visit to the governor at the government house, Benin City. Representatives of the community, Chief Joel Wodumbamo, Chief Daniel Agaga, and Mr. Ebiye Milton urged the governor not to relent in his efforts at transforming the state and positively impacting the lives of Edo people. So really, Obaseki deserves a second term, like Philip Shaibu has stated, that they have worked, and what all they have to do is to complete the work that they have started. And of course, you know that Adams Oshiomhole is very much at large and ready to cause any form of a trouble for the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. And if you can remember, some time even before, after Obaseki was disqualified, if you can remember, he went to see the president back then, and the president was actually surprised that and also shocked that Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, the former national chairman of the party, will mastermind the disqualification of Obaseki from the party primaries. And if you can recall that Obaseki met with President Muhammadu Buhari after his disqualification and later defected to the People's Democratic Party few days after he has emerged the party's candidate for the September 19 governorship election. It is no longer news. And when asked what the president's reaction was during the meeting, the governor said president was shocked as he never believed the Oshiomhole could go to that extent. And, Obaseki said that his unjust disqualification led to the dissolution of Oshiomhole-led National Working Committee in the state and also in the country. He said, I think for me, everybody was shocked, and even the president don't know they could do that. The president did not believe Oshiomhole would do that. The president is not a man that talks much, but expects everybody to be reasonable. Every time I have an interaction with him, he says people should do their work. So I am not sure he believes that they would have got to that extent. I am not surprised. Therefore, that after I left, those reactions follows. Also speaking on his relationship with Tinubu and the party as the party's national leader, Obaseki said he is their father and he owe him so much. And Oshiomhole has not stopped, because now he has moved to the Obas, to the kings of Edo Kingdom, about telling them how bad Obaseki is, and is a bad product that is sold to them some time ago in 2016, and now he's ready to correct that mistake that he has made. And Shaibu has also made his own known and clear that, of course, the good works they have started in Edo State, that they are ready and hopeful to complete it in this their second term if they are allowed to be re-elected into office. And of course, I believe the Edo State have had a very peaceful time in these last 4 years. If I am not mistaken, Edo State has been very peaceful in the last 4 years, and it could still be continued because, of course, peace is the ultimate. When you have peace, you can be sure of every other thing that would go right for you. And that is what the Edo people should seek after. They should seek peace, they should seek love, they should seek development, and the best candidate that they feel will give them development. They shouldn't think about the party. They shouldn't think about the winning party or the losing party. They should think about the individual. What does the individual have at heart? Is it the one that have the people at heart, or has his own interest at heart? Those are the things that should be critically looked into by the people of Edo State and everyone that resides in the state. Because, of course, wherever you reside is where you belong. It doesn't matter if you're from there or not, because you are also part of the development of such a state. And in all of this, Iyamu has been really quiet, and he's not saying much about what is going on in the election. Like, he is not involved, but really he is involved because he's the candidate of the All Progressive Congress. Because when the screening was done, he was the rightful candidate that was picked for the All Progressive Congress, and he is now their flag bearer. But of course, when all this is happening, he should also come out to speak for people to know that he's still very much in the race, because it seems now like Oshiomhole is against Obaseki in the race. They look like oppositions. They look like candidates that are running for the same position. But really, it is between Obaseki and, Iyamu. And right now, if the deputy governor of, or let's say the running mate of Obaseki could come out and speak his mind, I believe that the running mate of Iyamu, which is Ganiu, should also come out to speak and let us hear his voice. Let us hear about him. Let us know what he has in stock for the people, because it is not just about the candidate that wants to come in. It is two people that wants to run the state. That is, both of them will have to put their heads together to ensure that things are going well for the state. It's not just one person. And if the candidate is not talking, the running mate is not talking, then I wonder what kind of election that wants to be run. Perhaps the election would be rigged at the end of the day, but we hope that the Edo election would not be rigged, like the PDP said, that if Edo State election is rigged, that there will be problem. But of course, this is Nigeria. Anything could happen. Everyone is, into one or two stuffs that could either destroy the country or whatever. But we hope that minds will begin to be changed and think positively towards the election, because everyone is working towards peace, and that is the ultimate right now. So guys, we hope that the Edo State people will seek for peace and seek for a credible election. No one should think about collecting money from candidates so that they could vote for them. Vote what you feel in your heart. You have a conscience. You know what you want. You know exactly what the kind of people you want in your state. So go for it and pick the best candidate and let the best candidate win the election. Forget about what they are going to give to you, because that will not help the situation. It is also important that, Nigerians and Edolites understand that 4 years is not 4 days, and by the time a person is voted in for 4 years, you can imagine it could also be asking for another 4 years, just as Governor Baseki is doing. And if you look at it critically, children that are about a year old, by the time 8 years is over, they are over 8 years old and almost 9 or even 9 years old. Think about it in that manner and you will know it is no joke. So guys, that is it. Don't forget to drop your comments and your likes. We appreciate you so much. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.